Who kicked us off?
I don't know. I feel like it was.
Is this Justin's fault?
It might have been Justin's fault.
Justin, you did it, didn't you?
It might be Justin's fault. Who knows? Okay, so apparently we're live streaming on the YouTube.
Bing.
Ding.
I don't know what just happened.
I don't know what happened either. Where are we at? Let me refresh the page.
We're going. We're going. Go, go, go. Talk.
Go, Buffalo. Okay.
Talk. Roy, talk.
Yes, talk. Now, by all means, talk.
Oh, shit.
Talk.
Okay, so.
Yes.
Like we were saying.
Yes.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
Really, I don't have
That was
any idea.
weird. Never happened.
So I went back, like I was saying, and I kind of just skimmed through all the videos while I was doing the podcast.
Okay.
And the one thing I noticed.
Live again. Yes. Fantastic. Thank you.
Who knew?
Yeah. Really.
But one of the things I noticed was you could legitimately make a full-length movie based off of just on clips of us laughing. And that to me is one of the best parts of the show.
Oh yeah,
it's just us having a good time, and this is how we are not on camera.
There's been some screwed up shit that's been said in this room.
Oh, tons.
There's been last calls that have been epic. There's been last calls that have literally had my man almost laughing on the floor.
Yes.
There's been moments where we wanted to cry. We've been through.
There's been moments John's actually cried.
Yes, there's been moments John's actually cried.
But I mean, that was one of the best parts about it for me is there's no fake emotion on the show. We laugh when we want to laugh. We're not trying to make it fancy and pretty and just talk the whole time for everybody. If we find something funny, we're going to laugh. If we say something stupid, we're going to probably laugh. We're going to say stupid things. This isn't unscripted.
Third monkey was born.
Yeah,
in this
right
studio.
here in this studio. Just
like that's a whole shirt.
Yeah,
like it literally went from a thing I read to a shirt. You can't beat that at all.
Then you mentioning that's another thing that I found awesome about this year is as much as we talked about it, because I'm pretty sure if you go back to last year, we started talking about it then. Mm-hmm. We finally actually released our merch store.
Yes.
And
yes, we did.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. It's a ton of as much work as it is. It's just as much fun.
No, it's rewarding, is what it is.
And because I mean, we have a blast doing it. I have a blast putting that kind of stuff together. I get 50 million text messages from you with a bajillion different shirt designs.
Yeah, because unfortunately, I'm the type of guy that I literally look at something and it's like, okay, how can I pair this and this together and then send it to Bucky and be like, hey, can you add this to this and make this? And he's like, sure. And then a day or so later, I get the
it's a ton of fun doing it. You know,
it's definitely a ton of fun.
Whether we just sell one shirt or a million shirts, to me, it doesn't really matter.
Hopefully, we'll sell a bunch. We'll sell a bunch more because I mean, like I said, we've still need to check liver. I tell him that all the time.
I know,
Ryan.
we're working on it.
I tell him that all the time. It's the shirt's done. It's designed.
Yeah.
It just has to hit the site.
I saw something earlier. And
What'd you
didn't
see?
want to say anything. Let me see if
Lord.
I can see more of this. I just wanted to make sure I saw it right. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I don't know, but shout out to
There it is. Look at that. Woo! Shout out Justin.
Justin Allen ordering some merch.
He just ordered some merch today, and we do appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. I am wearing the Whiskey Weather hoodie that you can find on our merch store, functionyourway.live.
Yes.
Last week I wore the Life and Times of Corn.
Yes.
And I wore my pot still hat.
I love
today.
That roll.
You see that
I'm
one?
not gonna lie, the roll blue. I'm like, damn, I normally don't wear a blue hat.
I know.
That's kind of hot.
But it looked good. I think the Czech liver light, we're going to have to.
Yeah, we're going to have
Speaking of which, I gave Ryan his Christmas present from us.
Oh, good
And then
job.
I put it back in my backpack and forgot to give it to him whenever I got home.
Jackwagon.
So, Ryan, we'll get that to you.
Yes, we'll figure out something.
But he enjoyed that. And I'm glad he did.
I'm glad he did too. That's a pretty fantastic. For those of you who don't know what shirt we're talking about, we did the water bourbon.
Yes.
Did you do the one with the barrel or the other one?
It was the orange one with the barrel.
The orange one with the barrel. Fantastic. So,
but it's an attention grabber because you look at it.
Hey, look at it like this. Dude's gonna fit in.
You look at it and you think.
I'll catch up with you this weekend.
Sounds good. But you look at it and you're like, is that the burger joint? And then you're like, Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Fantastic. Yeah, we've talked before. I'm gonna put my order together after the first year. I'm waiting for a certain thing to drop before I order.
I know, and I've got a couple more that I'll wear on the show as we go.
Right.
I know you're placing your order soon.
Yes.
But just check it out. It's actually, and I'm surprised the stuff is really comfortable. Like I've worn this and my Life and Times of Corn hoodie a couple times, just because they're so dang comfortable.
They really are.
I've got a couple different T-shirts. I've got the pot still hat, so I'm excited about it. It's good stuff. It's good quality.
We got our exclusive one that we'll be wearing.
We've got an exclusive one that will be shown soon.
Yes.
Within a week.
Yes.
Or by next weekend, you'll know what it is.
8 days.
Yes.
If you want to see it, 8 days, you'll see it. We're just saying. But yeah, and not only that, hey,
I know
it's fantastic.
Look at that.
Smoke Syndicate. If y'all don't know nothing about Smoke Syndicate, by all means,
check out.
You might want to know.
There's some pretty legit Smoke Syndicate stuff out there.
I got this from Unique Boutique.
But I mean, enough shameless plug. We don't. That's not what we're here for.
No, it's very much not.
So, like I said, March 11th was our 1 year anniversary of our first show.
Yes.
So we're approaching that pretty quick. Hit the 2 year mark, which was kind of surprising because it felt like we've been doing it a little longer.
I know it feels like we've done it forever.
But we'll be at our 2 year mark in March. A 6 week hiatus whenever we lost our lease.
Yes.
And kind of the last thing, it's more of a newer thing, but just the new relationships and friendships that we've made. As we've grown,
for sure.
The community's definitely grown with us, and they've embraced us.
I mean, look at all the different. I mean, like literally, when you're scrolling back through the mini feed, there's people that are following. You know, you got like.
Well, that's just within the last 15 minutes. Look.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's exciting.
It's very exciting, and granted, some of the. Back on Podbean. Okay.
Podbean.
Yeah, we're back on Podbean. That's what I was going to do.
What is Podbean?
Hang on a second, I'll tell you, because
I have no idea what that is.
So if you click the RSS distribution, it tells you everything you're on. So not only are we on Spotify and Anchor, but we're also on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast.
We're not on. So no, those aren't all the ones we're on yet.
Okay, we're not on all of these.
I have to manually go in and put us on those, but we are on Spotify. That's what we're on right now.
Spotify and Anchor.
I'm assuming we're on Podbean.
Okay.
Who knew?
I know we were.
I don't know what Podbean is.
It's a
podcast thing.
Yeah, it's a podcast thing. Because I knew at one point we were on like 7 different things.
And I can, if y'all need us on a different one,
by all means,
let me know.
Yes.
And I can get us there. Because as of right now, the ones I've personally put us on, other than Spotify, which is a part of Anchor who we use for our podcasting. Yes. Other than Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. What else is on that list? I can give you a yes or no.
Castbox,
no.
Pocket Cast,
no.
Radio Public,
no.
Stitcher,
no.
And then the ones only other one. So we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music, and iHeart.
And Spotify.
And then Spotify.
So we're on those 5 right now.
5.
If we're on Podbean, that's awesome.
No, we're not going to OnlyFans. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
If y'all want to buy some feet pics, they're short, stubby, and hairy, but I'll sell them. We got to buy new stuff somehow. But if anybody's interested in donating, I'm sure we can figure out a way to do a subscription thing.
I'm always leery.
Not OnlyFans,
I'm always leery about asking for that type stuff.
But like I was saying, just the friendships and the relationships we've made, whether that's the guys
out. For example, I never would have met Justin Allen had it not been probably for this show and you.
Right, through this. And then, Brandon, and I mean, I know we knew Ryan a little bit before, but that relationship kind of spawned from this whole thing because you did the telethon a couple years ago.
With Stephanie.
Or a year ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So you did that. And I mean, that was kind of a product of where we're at now. The guys at Longhorn Liquor, the Southeast Texas bourbon scene, all of it. I mean, it's been really cool. I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, it very much was a pleasure. I was trying to decipher. I'm like, Because the sad thing about it is,
how drunk you is.
Well, no, it's not just that. I pick on you all the time about not wearing your glasses. I think it's finally starting to catch up with me a little bit. I mean, it might be.
2023. It's the year for you to get
Maybe.
glasses.
I'll probably go contacts, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I just feel I'd look kind of stupid. I mean, I already look stupid as it is because my coworkers give me shit for the Go Hawk, as I call it.
Yeah.
So,
Go-Hawk.
which if y'all don't know what a Go Hawk is,
It's this.
this is the Go Hawk.
Kind of like sometimes I have a faux hawk. He's got the Go
I got
Hawk.
the Go Hawk. And it's spelled, and by the way, Justin, it's spelled Geaux.
Yes,
by
we've
the way.
decided
We don't,
it's spelled gooks.
Yep, we're coon ass spelling.
Is there anything else you kind of wanted to touch on?
Man, just like, for me, it's like the funny moment. And like, don't get me wrong, some of the people we've had over the course of time. I mean, we started with, and I know he doesn't get enough love, the DJ Ferguson episode.
Was that our first special guest?
That was our first special guest. I mean, we had guests in the studio because, I mean, we had Sam Alford at one time with just Sam. We had Sonny and Rain. We had Sonny and Rain and Sam.
I thought DJ was the first.
DJ was the first one. DJ was the first actual guest that we had in studio. And DJ's been rocking the old school merch because I got pictures on my phone.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He's got the quote unquote shield and crown, which
the pencil,
which your wife referred to as a pencil. I tried to mimic the Alec Bradley logo. That's where I got the idea from. It worked, but like I said, we've graduated since then.
A little bit.
The pencil, as it's affectionately dubbed in our circle, was actually hand drawn.
Yes, it was. We had to figure out a way to put that one in many places.
yes, we did.
That was hard for me to.
Yeah, and it's on stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can there's and we've talked about too. We may do an OG line. We may go back to a modified version of that, like a newer one.
I mean, everybody's kind of seen it over the last 4 weeks. The logo behind us has changed every week.
Yes, I agree with that.
I fell way down that rabbit hole.
I love the fact that we converted him. Ryan, Ryan and I are taking credit for this right now.
Yeah,
I love the fact that we converted you from a vodka guy.
Let's talk about that for a second. I did not fall into the rabbit hole. I was 300 Sparta kicked into that rabbit hole.
You're welcome.
And was like, here you go.
You're welcome.
And now I'm so far in, I can't get. There's no way out.
Yeah, there's no way out. There's never a way out. You constantly read stuff. You constantly look at stuff. You constantly add stuff.
Always.
Like I told you, I'm literally cleaning out my office after the first year. I'm probably fixing to convert
That's
it.
That's going to be awesome.
I got a lot of space to work with,
and there's going to be a lot. I mean, there's a lot you got to do.
I got a lot of space. I feel I'm going to keep mine kind of simple, though. I'm not going lightsy and stuff like that.
No, and I don't. I had to figure out the best way to do it in our bedroom.
Yes.
For now, to still make it look good and match the decor
I'm not gonna
in our
lie.
house.
If you want to vicariously come live through me,
you're not going to complain about having whiskeys.
We'll design it. No, we'll design it. We'll get together, design the whole thing. The only thing I ask is that my gun cabinet stay in there.
Yeah,
I'm
sure we can figure that out. But yeah, that's been a blast for me moving away from the vodka. And I've said it before, the whole process of whiskey is fascinating to me.
You still keep vodka in the house?
I do. I keep vodka. Okay. I've got the bottle you got me from Texas Tell, which I still stand behind the fact that Texas Tell is still the best vodka I've drank to this day. By
far.
But it's pretty much whiskey. And like I told Ryan today, I drink a lot less now that I'm not drinking vodka because I could pour an entire glass of vodka with some Monster or whatever and have 3 24-ounce cups of it. No problem. I drink a lot less, but like Ryan said, he made a good point. You spend a lot more.
Yes, you do.
This is true.
It's very true.
It's a trade-off.
It's very much a trade-off. But I mean, it's a good trade-off to have.
It's so much fun.
Because you can, like, bottles like this, they can sit on your shelf for a while.
Years.
Yes.
And it's no big deal.
No.
And sharing it with everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But falling down this rabbit hole has been awesome because I love doing the research on it. Mm-hmm. I love the process behind it, the science behind it, the art behind it, even down to like charring the barrels and how that process is. But then just there's so many different varieties, and a lot of them are done the same way, but they come out tasting so different.
Oh yeah, definitely
And
different.
that's cool to me. So I mean, there's just this whole, and I feel like I could do it forever and never find the end of it.
You can't. I can go ahead and tell you, as a guy who's drank whiskey for a while now,
But
you can't.
it's been awesome.
Oh, it's been definitely awesome, and not just that. I mean, let's kind of touch on the you said it earlier, the people we've met and the places we've been. Who in their right mind? Like, I had a conversation with Ronnie probably 3 months ago, and Ronnie's question with me was, "Hey, if you could talk to high school you now,
Right.
and tell high school you that by the time you're 40, you're going to be doing a podcast that's semi-successful,"
Never would have
I'd
thought.
have looked at you and said, "You're fucking crazy."
Never would have thought, especially high school me.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I wasn't like shy or nothing. I was an athlete, but whatever. But I wasn't who I am today. And I attribute a lot of that to being in the car business, because it made me step outside of my comfort zone. And yeah, you would have told me 30 years ago, or however long ago, 23 years ago, that I was doing this. And Ryan made a good point on our way home. The fact that as I was walking down the sidewalk, there were people saying, "Yeah, you're the guy that does the show."
Were you taller?
I don't know if I can do that on camera, but I did anyway.
God, that's funny. I love Justin to death.
But Ryan said it on our way home. He, how cool is that as we were walking down the sidewalk, people were like, "Oh yeah, I just watched your show a couple days ago. I saw you're the guy from the thing." Yeah, that's me. How you doing? But that's cool, and I don't know how to react to that yet. But I'm very appreciative of it. It's just different. Yeah. I'm not used to it yet. Because I walked into, whenever I used to do the loaded tea thing, I walked in one day and their kids were there.
You don't do the loaded tea?
I haven't done it in a while. Oh, okay. Me and Justin, and it's kind of Justin's fault, but we stepped back for a minute.
Justin's fault.
We stepped back. But it's probably for the best. I mean, too much of anything is not always a good thing. But one day I'd walked in there and they were like, "You're the guy from TikTok." So I mean, it's kind of that stuff. You just don't know how to react to it yet. You're not used to it. So, but it's really cool hearing it, and we appreciate everybody that says anything about watching our show. Everybody that watches the show and enjoys it. That's what we're doing this for.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, because believe me, I know I am too.
We talk too much.
Yeah, we do talk way too much. I know for me, it's kind of those things that I have people that literally have known me majority of my adult life, and they're like, "Hey, I saw you doing this. When did you get into this?"
And I'm like,
doing that? It's been a couple years. But I mean, that's the part of it that gets me, is the fact that you can kind of quote unquote venture outside. Because I mean, we talk about it all the time. Neither one of us has ever been on camera.
Right.
We didn't know anything about any of this shit that we're doing.
I was horrible at social media for the longest time.
Yeah.
But
I need to get better at social media.
I mean, we figured it out as we gone, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's definitely been a lot of fun, and it's going to continue to be a lot of fun. I don't want everybody to think we're foreshadowing and we're going away. We're not going anywhere.
We're excited for the future.
Yeah.
And like I was kind of saying earlier, everybody's seen our logo change over the last couple weeks. Well, y'all get ready, because I'm not kidding when I say 2023 is the year of the gentleman. Because I want to go bigger. I want to go better. I want to go
no doubt.
Bigger, stronger, faster, harder.
I mean, the good thing about us is we kind of come in with a mindset, and you and I talked about this when we started, and it literally goes back to the Texas Tail thing. When we did our first ever live, Bucky literally looked at me and be like, "Are you sure this is the right move for us?" And I'm like, "The worst they can do is tell you no."
Yeah.
And I've stuck by that logic my entire life.
It's
Worst
true.
you can do is tell me no.
Yeah. I mean,
and if
agree
you tell
100%.
me no, for every 4 no's, there's going to be a
yes.
yes. Whether you want it or not, it's going to happen. And I mean, Texas Tail kind of let us cut our teeth. And,
they did too. And
not just awesome. Texas Tail. I mean, we got Poor Brothers, which I'm sad to announce that they're closing, but Poor Brothers let us cut our teeth there. We had fun with Joel and the gang when we were there. Natchez with Tyler.
Yeah.
And looking at their plans and
getting one of the first look at the future where they're moving. That was really cool.
That was really cool too. I kind of want to dive back into it once they get the new facility. I want to go back just to see what it looks like. So
And I mean, they make a damn good product.
They make a good product. I mean,
I'm not a beer drinker, but shit, I sat and drank that whole flight, and I loved every. Well, there was one that I didn't enjoy.
Since we started all this, I actually don't drink as much beer anymore.
Really?
Which is kind of weird because
I look at that 6-pack of Shiner,
and there's still 2 in it,
and it's literally been in there for like 2 months. And I think John's drank more than you have.
I think John's drank like 2 or 3, and I've had like 1 or 2. I don't remember which.
But yeah, I mean it's a ton of fun, and if they invited us back or if they wanted us to come back, whenever they open the new facility, I'd be honored. That place was awesome. Those guys were a ton of fun.
Whiskey is better for me, thank you.
Yeah. A lot less
I don't get as full.
Carbs. No.
I don't get as full with me. I've let the Garrison breathe a little bit.
I see that. But
but it's so good.
It's been so
good.
Especially this year. This year's been a ton of fun.
Yeah, this year, and like I told Bucky going into this, I thought this year was going to be the quote-unquote make or break year because we had so much adversity starting out, and we've said it 100 times already.
Halfway through the year, they looked at us and said, "You can't come do your show here anymore."
Yeah, and we were like,
now what? Are we shutting this thing down?
No.
What are we doing?
I mean, don't get me wrong. There was that talk at one time.
I know we did.
Hey.
That's what I was saying. I mean, we had a serious conversation.
Yep.
But I'm glad we didn't.
No, for sure.
And I mean, this year has really been, like you said. I mean, it just felt like it was. As much as we got kicked in the teeth, we stood up.
Jeebies.
Garrison. Ooh. Is that exclusive news?
Is that breaking? We don't have the damn.
I can't
button.
push.
I like that one better than ours anyway. Yeah.
I think we just got some breaking news. There is a brand new Garrison Brothers store pick being released at Longhorn Liquor next week.
Where is that at? First of all, what day is that on? Because I would like to cover that somehow.
And Mike, if you don't mind giving us a little bit of information.
He did say breaking news.
Do we know which locations, and do we know when? But man. And that's another one.
Yes, Mike Wright has
just
been
since the first time we talked to Mike.
Oh my God, Mike Wright's been phenomenal. We spent
not just phenomenal, funny.
Yes, we spent
good dude
4
to talk
hours.
to.
If y'all ain't watched, he's driving. Okay.
All right, fine. What are you doing?
Multitasking. That's what he's doing. Well, like I said, we literally spent 4 hours with Mike in this building, and it was
probably one of the most fun episodes we've ever done.
And don't get me wrong, Ryan McGee's episode was a good episode. It was a ton of fun, and we've known Ryan for a couple years now, and that relationship has definitely grown and changed and all that, which is a good thing. The Mike Wright thing, like I said, I loved his episode because it was just different after different after different. I mean,
you're in too deep when he's like, "Yeah, I'm about to clean my pool." Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I'm not cleaning mine.
Yeah.
No, it's funny, but that's the kind of relationships I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, things grow, and it's a ton of fun.
Oh, for sure. And don't get me wrong. Hopefully, I would love, and I don't feel I'm overstepping my bounds at all. I'd love to do some kind of collaboration with the guys at Southern Drinking Club.
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, I consider Houston local enough.
Yeah, Houston's local enough. We could do something. I mean, hell, we've drove to Galveston before, not much further.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and not just that, I know at some point we're going to try and venture to NAC. So we got to reach out to Taylor and try and figure out what's good for everybody on that one. I feel that's coming up at some point, maybe in the spring.
Kind of looking forward to 2023. We changed our profile picture and our cover photo.
We'll have to work on that one.
No.
He mentioned the Scotch word.
Yeah.
I like Scotch. Scotch.
I put on there 2023, the year of the gentleman. And I kind of took a little bit of a play off of the whole Chinese New Year. It's like the year of the tiger.
I saw
that type of thing. I'm looking forward to 2023, and I do want it to be the year of the gentleman. We've got, like I was saying earlier, we've been previewing a new logo that we've got coming out. So if you're looking at the merch store, hold off on the old logo. It will be coming down soon.
Yes.
Very, very soon.
Yes.
I keep looking at the back of Roy's cup, hoping he doesn't turn it around.
I'm trying not to.
We're going to be out at Southeast Texas Whiskey Festival Shout out to Longhorn and all the people involved putting that thing together. Mike had a meeting with the caterer today.
Yep.
I know they're trying to nail down finalize everything.
I know Andalusia's been posting pretty heavy about being there.
Have they?
So, yes, I've seen it on
I hadn't seen that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. 2023 starts with a bang. Yes, it does. And we're not talking the energy drink neither. He said, well, shit, Justin, I just bought shit today. Well, Justin.
A lot of that stuff is not, like all the bourbon brand, the Smoke Syndicate.
Oh, yeah. That stuff's not going away. We're just.
All of the core stuff will be there.
Yes.
There's going to be and it's not even that you can't buy the logo that's on there now.
No, we'll still have it.
It's still going to be there. And like we've talked about doing an OGFG,
yep.
the original Functional Gentleman logo. And the new logo, once you see it, it's not too much of a step away from what we're currently using, but it's enough of a change that I want us to stand out.
Well, not just that.
And that's one thing we talked about.
I feel, too, that the biggest thing with the logo is it helps everybody identify what we actually are.
Right.
You and I have had questions over the course of last year. Hey, what do you do?
Yeah. And that's something I like to explain to people. We're not just a cigar and whiskey podcast.
No, we do everything.
There are a ton of people talking about cigars. There are a shitload of people talking about whiskey, and they've come on like freaking wildfire.
Yes, they have.
We do cigars, we do whiskey, and we talk a lot about it, but we talk about every day.
He wants you to make the bourbon hat a low profile.
Look, man. It ain't all about you, Justin.
It could be. I mean, everybody's got a price.
Yeah, right?
Just saying, everybody's got a price.
But like I was saying, I think 2023 is going to be.
I think it's going to be a good year.
And we're not and like you were saying, it identifies who we are. We're not just a cigar podcast. We're not just a whiskey podcast. We come on and we talk about shit that we talk about whenever we're not on camera.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We talk about we have a topic and we just bullshit our way through that entire thing. Yep. I mean, we talk about whatever anybody wants us to talk about. If y'all have ideas, feel free to shoot them over.
I agree with Ryan on that, and that's something that's in the work. That's in the works for 2023.
We've talked about
We're bringing it back at some point.
And I think just to kind of give everybody a little bit of a preview, because those that are watching, I feel like or at least live, I feel like they're pretty much the OGs, and
they are.
And insight like that. I want to know, because what we've talked about doing is possibly doing like maybe a monthly or quarterly EDC corner where Roy's able to collect 2 or 3 things, bring them on, and really talk about those items, whether it's quarterly or maybe we do it monthly, whatever it may be, but to give him an opportunity to actually have these items on set, dig into them a little bit further.
Right, for sure.
And be able to really recommend them, because I don't want something sitting on the table that we don't have personal experience with. I don't want... And maybe that's a little bit of a reason we haven't had a full-time sponsor all the time, is we're not going to use something or somebody that we don't believe in.
No, for sure.
If we're not a user of that product, or we're not a drinker of their whiskey, or we don't buy our whiskey from them, or whatever the case may be, if we're not using it, drinking it, doing it, being about it, we don't want it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you people.
No, we don't. I mean, we talk unique boutique all the time.
Liquid death.
Right.
We drink it, and we drink a shitload of it.
Yes, we do drink a shitload of it. I'm looking already at possibly a restock in the near future.
But that's the kind of content we want to bring everybody. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to talk about it truthfully, and we're going to bullshit like you would bullshit with your best friend.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what we do. I mean,
so if you want to talk whiskey, guess what? We're going to talk whiskey. Yeah. If you want to talk cigars, we'll talk cigars.
If you want parenting advice, I'll give you that.
We'll give you some damn parenting advice.
I don't know if you like my parenting advice, but I'll give you some for sure. I'll give you parenting advice all day long. Ooh, that's got a very different profile.
And that's just kind of a look forward, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of looking forward. Like I said, a lot of stuff that
I didn't want to look too far forward. I know we're still in 2022.
Like the fact that we're being honest. We're always honest.
We're always honest, buddy. What's up, Burton? How you doing tonight, buddy? Do you ever get tickets to Southeast Texas Whiskey Festival?
Yeah, speaking of.
And see, this is the other part of the show I love, is the more y'all comment, the more we can talk directly to you.
Fantastic.
The more we can put on our show.
Because we
it's
see
content.
everything.
We see it all.
That was a little
But
crazy.
that's part of the fun for me, and this is the reason I like doing our show live and not pre-recorded.
Yeah, I hate the pre-recorded.
And it's funny whenever you listen to it back on a podcast, because we're doing things like this, and we're answering these questions, and we're talking to these people, and they're like, "Who? What?"
Ooh, I feel your pain. I've had two of them. I know exactly what they feel like.
I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks.
The first one I passed at a crawfish bowl, and I was drunk as shit when I did it.
I've only had one, and I'll never wish another one on anybody.
You want me to tell you the funny thing about it? The only reason I know I passed it, I was literally outdoors pissing against a metal building, and I heard it hit the building.
Oh!
I heard it go dink.
That'd be weird.
He's got two right now. Ooh,
I'm really sorry, Burton. That sucks.
That sucks. Drink more whiskey, you'll be fine. It's my answer for everything. Drink more whiskey.
Drink more whiskey.
Drink more whiskey. That does suck,
It
though.
kills COVID. It breaks up kidney stones.
Can we advertise?
I don't know. There's going to be a little thingy that comes across the bottom that says, these items are not proven by the FDA.
The views and opinions of this show are strictly that. Views and opinion.
Facebook will find a way to say something about it.
Facebook. Please don't get me wrong. We love Facebook.
No,
Facebook has allowed us to actually cut our teeth on this, and we haven't. Knock on wood. We haven't been hit with any kind of, hey, you jackholes need to kind of tone it a little bit.
Gosh.
Would have been Longhorn today, but yeah. Mm-hmm. I get it. I would have been at Longhorn if I didn't have to work. I understand completely.
Life.
Yep. Running energy drinks and stuff like that. I feel like I'm the reason people have kidney stones sometimes.
Yeah, probably.
You're welcome. Maybe.
So,
are you welcome? Probably not.
No, not if you're talking kidney stones. No, nobody's welcome.
Yeah.
Garrison Brothers single barrel Longhorn pick should be in Beaumont and Lumberton starting Wednesday.
Ooh, interesting.
Justin, you got to chill, bro.
Hey, but he's right, though. You should have called him.
I should have.
Especially in Beaumont, you should have called him.
I know.
I mean, if he drove all the way out to
I'm
Lumberton
a terrible
from his
person.
house. Well, no, you're not a terrible person. You're just a forgetful person. And apparently you can't see over big crowds neither.
No, I can't. I was jumping as high as I could, and I couldn't see.
How high
nothing.
was that? Just
not very. I mean, it's
okay.
I'm short, fat, white guy. It's not getting very high. I think my vertical in high school was like, I don't know, 10 inches or something.
Yeah, I've never been able to jump on either. That's why I sucked at basketball.
I'm lucky whenever I get to jump and touch the doorway.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting all kind of information. 5 foot vertical or 5 foot tall?
I am not 5 foot tall, Justin.
Okay.
I'm 5'6".
Mike, are we allowed to? Well, I guess it's in the comments. I guess we can say it. I mean, it's in the comments. So apparently there's a new Andalusia pick that's going to be out next week. I mean, hey, if he's putting it out there, I'm talking about it.
All right, so shout out Longhorn Liquor.
Yes.
They have got 2 store picks coming soon. One is a Garrison Brothers single barrel. The other is an Andalusia store pick.
Yep.
They are coming out next week.
It's all good.
We got
permission. We're all good.
They'll be in Beaumont and Lumberton, so be sure to check out the location on Dallin Road next to Kroger.
Yes.
Or in Lumberton next to Spruce Barbershop. It is past like the Exxon that's over there.
Past that other liquor store.
That other liquor store that took their name from the state we live in, and we don't really appreciate it. No. But they're down there a little further on the Walmart side of Lumberton.
Yes.
So go past Walmart. They're down there. Check out Longhorn.
On the 69 side.
They are having 2 brand new store picks coming out, and that is friggin' exciting. My wife's not gonna like you, just by the way. Because I got to get my hands on that Garrison brother.
Yeah, the Garrison. I'm kind of excited about the Garrison brothers, especially single barrel.
But since he brought up Andalusia, I had a pretty cool conversation with Matt, the brand ambassador for Penelope.
Okay.
He is actually a huge fan of Andalusia.
Okay. I like it.
Because we all got to talking about single malts and how they're kind of the new up and coming big thing, and I think that's the next big wave.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Andalusia and the fact that they're a Texas whiskey and they're doing really good things. I'm not sure. Oh, the PC's not plugged in. Shit.
Can you go plug it in?
All right.
Do you need to go plug it in?
But anyways, he was talking about how good Andalusia was.
Andalusia is a very good product.
And I think that was really awesome.
Yeah, it's good to know that other
It's
people
not just
outside
Texas,
of
right.
Texas recognize what like Andalusia and Garrison Brothers and Balcones. Oh Lord, do we not have the plug?
We're gonna have to wrap this up.
Okay.
Sorry guys.
Nope.
We are gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah,
The
we
plug
are
is
gonna have
plugged
to-
into
yes.
in my room. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We did have a top 4 or a Fab 4.
Yes.
Guess we're not gonna do that. Do you want to give your number 1? Do you have a number 1?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Mouthgasm.
That's a, that was pretty dang high on my list.
Mouthgasm.
I think mine.
Fight like you're the third monkey on the ramp
Hell
of
yeah.
Noah's Ark and it's about to rain was my number 2.
My number 1 was an intentional number 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Let's call for alcohol.
Tonight's last call is a quote by Frank Sinatra. Alcohol may be man's worst enemy, but the Bible says love your enemies.
I have not taken a.
It's not.
That's a good one.
You like it?
Ryan, that's a good one.
Bucky had taken a bathroom break tonight. Yay!
We are the
Fantastic.
Functional Gentleman 2023.
Yep.
Hashtag Year of the Gentleman.
Yep.
Hashtag Function Your Way. Hashtag for the fans.
FunctionYourWay.live. Check out all your merch.
Check it out. It's coming out. It's got new stuff coming.
Yes.
Y'all have a good night. We are out.
Deuces!
My tongue get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you.